Hello everybody and welcome to what is the announcement video of the RP family members. So, it's been almost a week since the RP started, and today we shall be choosing which viewers shall be given control of a family member for the RP. This first part of the video will outline who the family members are, their traits and their location, to assist those that do not have the game in making plans for their character. On the forums there is an update to the latest save game, so if you are RP a family member and you do have access to Medieval 2 Kingdoms, you can import the save game into your game to make even more detailed plans. But at the end of each set of video updates there will be an RP update video outlining the current situation in the campaign so that you can make the necessary plans. So, without further ado, let's start first of all with the family members themselves. After this, we then shall go to the selection of the viewers. So, as we look to the family tree, we'll start from the top and work our way down. We have the obviously Emperor Stephanos, which is me, the faction leader at this moment in time. We move across the family line to his slightly younger brother, Theodorus Comnenus. Theodorus Comnenus is currently the governor of Dorylium, which is down here. Here it is. A reasonable sized garrison. This is able to construct the following buildings. Currently at a normal tax rate, and it can recruit the following characters: diplomat, priest, merchant, spy, and town militia. Theodorus himself, as a person, his traits is a budding bureaucrat, can tell a tale, promising strategist, religious, a steady drinker, red-blooded, and fair in rule. So whoever's RPing this character might want to just take some of those traits into consideration when RPing. Dorylium at the moment has no issues. There are some rebels, but they are slightly north in the lands of Nicaea, so nothing really too urgent, no armies nearby, so everything is fine. So that is Theodorus. Moving on then to the next in line, we have Panagiotis Melessus, age 47. He is currently the governor of Nicaea, which is a expanding town, minor city now, 120% public order, very high tax rate at this moment in time, and Nicaea can construct the following buildings. Again, town guard, we have shipwright, merchant's wharf, fairground, paved roads, crop rotation, an orthodox abbey, a tavern, some council chambers. In terms of recruitment, town militia, ships, and all the usual characters. So Panagiotis Melessus, there he is, there's his stats. As a person, he's proven commander, confident attacker, also a skilled bureaucrat, also religious. A religious bunch are these people. Royal ties, mining knowledge, ignorant, swift to judge, fair in rule, and honest. So that is Nicaea, and more importantly, Panagiotis. Now in Nicaea, there are some rebels that the people of the province might not be too happy about. So you might be responsible for trying to take those guys down in due course. Moving on then to Prasaunus of Lazica, who is currently governor of Sinope, all the way over there. Now Sinope, first of all, low tax rate, people are happy here. Just been recaptured from the Turks, of course. Can build the following buildings: Currently constructing a town hall. an inn, a church, and a crop rotation. But if you want those to be swapped out for something else, it will be your call. In terms of the governor himself, he has some retinue as well. Holy Shroud. The burial cloth of Jesus. Wow. An overseer. But he's an alcoholic. A drill master. Skilled bureaucrat. Aspiring commander. Fair fighter. Royal ties. Wife lacks charm. Feels appreciated. Exotic tastes. Prim. Promising attacker. Marks of war. Admires technology. And fair in rule. And you can recruit these characters. Age 37. So Sinope's just been recently captured from the Turks, and I can't see any pressing issues at this moment in time. But you might decide, oh, is he in our lands? What's this? Oh yes, we have an imam here. Might need some attention. And of course we have Coram, just to the south. So that is good old Persaunus. Moving on to Alexius Comnenus. Yes, promising Alexius, 5-star, only 20 years old. A tutor, an overseer, and the following stats. Feels unappreciated. Uninhibited. Can tell a tale. Dreaded father. A bit rough. Dubious. Dislikes the Turks. Talent with numbers. Born conqueror. Religiously proper. Night fighter. Alcoholic. And extravagant. Quite the character there, with a few interesting traits. He is not a governor of any settlement at this moment in time because he is besieging Ankara, which means that whoever RPs this character can decide when to attack, how to attack, the tactics to employ in the battle, what to do about this oncoming army, and whether to take it out first or starve them out. It's all up to you, Mr. Alexius. So that is your primary concern at this moment in time. Moving on then to Prince Asemopoulos. Now somebody asked, and rightly so, what happens to the prince when the emperor dies? What happens to the RP of that viewer? Well, unfortunately, when the prince ascends to become emperor, that then becomes my character, and you will lose your character, which is one drawback of being the prince. But of course, when you are RPing the prince, you might have a bit more sway over certain things. You're second in command, and therefore your word will probably carry more weight than the other family members. So that will be a slight bonus to being the prince. But anyway, here he is. He's actually decent command. 4-star. Architect. Guard dog. And here is his stats. Proven commander. Siege expert. Brave. Gets merry. Family full of alcoholics here, getting the general trend. A bunch of religious alcoholics. Generally loyal. Rural expert. Lacks justice. Slow to trust. Feels appreciated. And obviously second in line to the throne. He is located far out in Trebizond, the lands of the old Evangelos, bless him, who's now passed away due to that horrendous battle that we had at Caesarea. But he is out in the sticks, which is probably why he's good in rural work. But he is at the castle, and therefore can construct the following buildings: Baron's stables, barracks, archery range, catapult maker, shipwright, crop rotation, Orthodox chapel, or can convert the city. Normal tax rate is standard. and people are relatively happy. And there's his garrison. So that is the prince. Who is next? 2 more to go. Right, well, first of all then, we have Vlasius Paphlagonian, who is currently the governor of Constantinople. Now, the emperor is coming back to Constantinople to reign supreme, and therefore Vlasius will no longer be able to be governor, and therefore will have to pick himself a new home out of any potential free settlements. So, currently, very high tax rate. People are happy. Master Icona's studio almost complete, with a couple more buildings still left to construct. Bridal of Constantine. Master Smith. A bard. An overseer. And the following traits: siege expert, brave, promising commander, handsome, generally loyal, dutifully religious, feels unappreciated, maybe because he's about to be booted out of Constantinople perhaps, swift to judge, well spoken, proper morals, religiously minded, extravagant, and can recruit some of the elite troops, like the Varangian Guard. Got the Pronoia infantry, of course, the Byzantine infantry, archer militia, and some ships, and the usual characters, spear militia and town militia. So that is Vlasius. Where you choose to live after this is totally up to you. But yes, nothing going on in this region. All the Venetians were driven out. So moving on to the last family member available at this time. Komnenos of Plagina, governor of Paliacastron, which is now a large town. Can recruit the following and can build the following. Very high tax rate, 140%, 6% growth. It's all looking rather nice, and he's quite chivalrous, this chap. He currently has an architect in his retinue, and his traits are as follows: promising commander, generally loyal, noble in battle, red-blooded, a sense of justice, mining knowledge, feels unappreciated, religious, but fair in rule. Age 36. And yes, you have nothing particularly going on in your area, but Abydos has no governor, and therefore you might be the saviour of their people, because there are some rebels patrolling around, and you're the closest person to them, so you might be required to do something about them. Some rebels here in Smyrna, but then Smyrna has no governor either. The Odysseia is up for grabs. Rhodes is up for grabs. What's it called? Iraklion is up for grabs. Okay. Mavros. Mavros is somebody I didn't account for because he's not on the family tree. He's just a general, not a family member. That's weird. Weird indeed. So there's one more person for me to choose for the RP. I only thought there were 7. There are more. It's a good job I checked. Right, Mavros. An extra family member. Right, okay. So here he is, governor of Atelia, a castle recently conquered by the emperor, or the late emperor. Age 41 with the following stats: veteran warrior. Can recruit the following from his castle: and can construct the following buildings. Okay, and he has the following traits: aspiring commander, budding bureaucrat, ignorant, social drinker, Disrespects prisoners. Promising attacker. Winning first. Can tell a tale. Brave. And feels appreciated. So there you go. That is Mavros. Alanya has no governor. Iconium has no governor, but quite a large troop force. Of course, we have Amorium, which is where the Emperor currently is at the moment, but he's moved back to Constantinople. Rebels here, rebels there, rebels all over the damn place. Heraclea, nobody there. Sinope, we have Sinope covered. So there we go. And Trebizond out far wide. Okay, so there you go. That is all the family members. There are 8 of them, and we will be joining the live draw to see who gets which family member next. Hello everybody, welcome to the live draw of the family members. So, first of all, I asked the question, why do you want to RP a character in the RP itself? Why do you want to take control of a character? And the question was seemed fairly straightforward on face value, and I got a varied response from people. But I was looking for certain things within the answers. There were 30 applicants for 8 positions, so there's going to be a lot of people that don't get through, and that's the nature of the beast. But I was looking for responses that ticked certain things on my list, i.e. somebody who RP'd in character. That's good. You're starting the RP already from your response. That's a good sign. People that appreciated that they were part of a bigger picture, that they were going to RP with other people, and their contribution was only a mere cog in the entire campaign itself, and they would do their best to assist. Things like that were definitely great things to include in your response, and they ticked more boxes, shall we say. So that was the purpose of me asking what on face value was a fairly straightforward question. It was the interpretation of the question from you guys which I was more interested in than the answer itself. So I've picked 8 people. I initially picked 7, but when I found out on the last part of the video, there was actually a general that wasn't part of the family tree, Mavros, who was available to RP. So somebody who just missed out last time because I picked 7, someone who finished in 8th place, so to speak, on the list, got bumped up into a place. So that person will be extremely lucky. So anyway, enough chit chat and flim flam. Let's get to the draw. Here I have a pot. It's completely random, containing 8 names in little bits of paper. You know, it's like the National Lottery, this, very high tech. And we're going to draw the family members, so just going to give it a wee shake. And the first family member up for grabs is Theodorus Comnenus. Now, obviously on the last part of the video I went through all the family members, their locations, their traits, what they can build and recruit, and any situations occurring in their provinces, so I won't go through that again. So Theodorus Comnenus will be RP'd by Ultraman. Congratulations, Ultraman, you are successful in your application and you will be RPing Theodorus Comnenus. Now you'll have to excuse me because I'm just going to have to write these down as I go along. Okay, lovely job. So I look forward to seeing you in the RP. Next up is Panagiotis Melessus. This character will be RP'd by Azoth. Congratulations, Azoth. Put my teeth in. You are RPing Panagiotis Melessus. Congratulations. Okay. Next up, Prasaunus of Lazica. Will be RP'd by... I'm doing this, I don't know if you can see the writing because the papers are quite scrumpled up, but anyway, it's Krokva. Krokva, you applied to me on YouTube. I know you remember the forums. Congratulations, you will be RPing Prasaunus of Lazica. Okay, Alexius Comnenus. Now, if I was RP, I'd probably want to RP Alexius, mainly because of his great ability, his current location in the heart of battle, but more so his rather interesting and varied traits, which will be very quite a fun thing to RP, his various different personalities, shall we say. But anyway, the mighty Alexius Comnenus will be RP'd, I'm going to pronounce this right if I can, by Kailanatia. Kailanatia, you, my friend, are RPing Alexius Comnenus. Next up, the Prince, the second in command, Prince Asemopoulos, who shall be my right-hand man. Congratulations, Dead Man Walking. You, my friend, will be RPing as the Prince, Prince Asemopoulos, and as I've already stated, once the Emperor passes away, I get control of the Prince, so you may lose your character, but that won't be for some time yet. The Emperor is not an old biddy. Excuse me, I could chop these out, but hey-ho. Vlasius Paplagon something or other. Yes, my writing sucks, I can't read it. But you know who I mean. Oh yes, do you like my haircut as well? It's taken me all of 5 minutes of this part of the video to realise that I haven't introduced my new haircut, but I'm sure you can see it, you know. I went rather short this time. But anyway, Vlasius, you will be RP'd by the Cov Kid. Congratulations, Cov Kid. You are RPing Vlasius, the current governor of Constantinople, but soon you will have to pick a new home because the Emperor is arriving and booting you out, as is customary. Who was that? Sorry, was the Cov Kid, thank you. Bit of a brain fade there. Comanus of Plagina. 2 more names left in this old box. And you will be RP'd by Mr. Messy Production. Mr. Messy Production, you apply to me on YouTube, I believe, and I don't know if you do have a account on the forums, but if you do, congratulations, you will be RPing Comanus of Plagina. And finally, that leaves the last chap, Mavros, who was a bit of a wild card, shall we say. And in fact, this is quite amusing because the person that I'm picking for Mavros is the person that just missed out on the first 7 spots, but due to the fact that we found an extra family member, this person was promoted into the chosen 8. Quite ironic that this person, at total random, has been selected to play the character that allowed him into the RP. And that person is Stephen Colbert 27. Congratulations. Just scraped in by me finding an extra family member from the middle of nowhere. Anyway, so congratulations, Stephen Colbert. You shall be RPing Mavros. So they are the family members. All 8 have been chosen, and the 8 family members have been chosen at random for each successful applicant. There will be a list on the forums under the rules and announcements section that highlights who is role-playing which family member. What I will ask is, when you all start RPing as your characters on the forums, if you could please, somewhere in your signature, just put which family member you are role-playing as. Just makes it easier for when we're making our replies to have a visual reference to which family member you're playing. No doubt when the RP continues for some time, we'll get used to who you are. But when we first start out, when you're making a reply, for instance, I might have to think, oh, who are you RPing again? And if it's in the signature, it just makes it a bit easier for us to ascertain who you are. So, as I said in the first bit, the RP has been underway for about a week, which means that a lot of characters have been created, some friendships have been formed, there's been interactions, some organisations have been created. So if you are RPing a family member, you're going to have to catch up a little bit with the developments of the story that have been happening so far. But the Emperor has arrived at Constantinople in the RP, and he shall be becoming the Emperor officially. He's going to be coronated as the Emperor, and there will be a specific thread in the RP forum for the coronation. Now everybody is welcome to the coronation, to partake in the festivities, to interact with all the different people that will be present, and therefore if you're a family member, it is the perfect opportunity for you to make your first post in that particular thread. Announce yourself as a family member to the other RPers. So think of it like a sort of an introductory post for your character in the coronation itself. So that is pretty much it. I can't really think of much else I need to cover. So all I will say is I look forward to seeing each and every one of you that have been successful in the RP pretty soon, because the next update to Medieval Two Kingdoms will be on Wednesday, which is 4 days from now, so you don't really have long to get into character and to get your first set of orders submitted for what you want your characters to do. So you're gonna have to get a bit of a shufty on. I will be sending each and every one of you a personal message to let you know that you have been successful, just to confirm. And yeah, and if you haven't already created a character in the RP, and even if you were unsuccessful in your family member endeavour, shall we say, I would still urge you, please get over to the forums and create a character and get involved. Things have been frantically paced at the moment in the RP. There's been a lot of posts, and it's been very active, and it's been a lot of fun. So you're missing out if you're not taking part, and if you're not sure, just get involved. You know, you're not going to be shot down in flames if it's your first time RPing. It's a learning experience, but it's fun. So enough of that. I will see you hopefully tomorrow, which will be Sunday, with The Sims 3. I am setting some time aside to get The Sims uploaded. I haven't uploaded it like close to 2 weeks now, I think. But I've been having a bit of a break over the past 3 or 4 days whilst the RP started, just overseeing things and making sure they were running fairly smoothly. But yeah, tomorrow Sims 3, and then after that it will probably be the next update to the Medieval Two Kingdoms campaign on Wednesday. So until then, once again congratulations to those of you who got to RP a family member. See you soon.